Look, I got a minute because my vehicle is messing up again. Well, it's just me, and I know some of y'all are the same way. It's not like it's just you. Do you know what I mean? It's just your fucking luck, which I can deal with it. You know, I mean, I've had all kinds of people look at it, and it's the ignition switch thing, but it's, you got to put this part in and get the lock dock and shit. And hell, truthfully, all the money I've spent, I could have took it to the fucking dealership and had brand new shit put on it ×3. And see, that's the definition of getting honest, of doing an inventory. You know, because when it comes to other people's shit and all that other, I'm in still old school mind. Not really, because I'm the kind of guy that goes and buys brand new huge gadgets nobody has to go ahead and have it, even though you don't need it, because I'm against it. But if we're gonna, you know, start doing some real shit, then I can edit stuff and all that all in one. But what I want to do is I want to show you the environment, and it's like that people live in, because it has to do with the pentagrams and the hexagrams and these symbols. All right, and this is where I live. We're just going to ride around for a minute. Island of Rail, R-E-I-L, that's O'Reilly's. When you get into some heavy shit, the Island of Rail represents your brain. But do you see Gabe's right here? All right, what we're going to do is just pull right in front. And what I'm going to do is just show you. People don't understand, okay? That pentagram right there is upside down. Right there. It's an upside down, plus it's a blue color, because Gabe's represents blue and Saturn. Gabe represents Gabriel, which would represent fallen angels in different ways that we're going to look at it, because Raphael represents Mercury, which would be the messenger of the gods. But which god are they talking about, Matt? And it's not the good one, because if you break down his name, Mercury, and then you break down the last name, Warren, Mars, Red, you know, it's easy to see how they play all this shit out, but it's stupid. And then of course, like it's the Regions Bank, they've got their triangle with the little cramp, you know. Then you've got Rack Outfitters over there, which is Raw. You know, but I want you to start learning how to read it for what it is. It's R-A-K, so it'd be 912 or 219. And then you got to learn the other shit too, which it's rough. Hang on. And then of course, that right there represents Circe, Mother Circe, C-I-R-C-E, which represents Pharmakia, which represents enchantments. Mother Circe puts spells on you and hypnotizes you and turns you into swine and makes you give her all your possessions. And listen, you gotta think about it, man. Oh, and look, here's the dam right here, all Hardys, and with the point turned like that down at an angle, falling. And there's McDonald's, which is in itself means ruler of the world. That's what that means. Google this right now, World War III play. I think that's what it might be. And it might pop up an image of 4 soldiers or something, and it'll be World War III, but in between them it'll be a McDonald's sign. And it's funny, because somebody that really hates me fucking grew a conscience. And I think I told y'all, he's the one that called and brought that up and goes, dude, he's like, man, when I saw this picture, all I heard was me telling you, because somebody was like, it's just the freaking McDonald's, man. And they seen it, like it hit them, World War III, and then McDonald's in the fucking background. And he was like, damn, Matt said ruler of the world, and right there, and it's some kind of opera or some kind of play or some shit. Who knows? But it is funny as shit, because it's what it means, ruler of the world. You know. And see, look, into that church, pause it and go back. One of that white one right there, it's a sun symbol. It's the round zodiacal geocentric symbol. And on the other side, it's got it, and that's been here ever since we've been grown up around here. And look, right there, look, they had to dig out the structure that was there to put it there. Just like everywhere around here. Everything's rocks, this, rock city, rock. Yeah, man. It's because, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, they fucking covered everything up like you grade a neighborhood. You know, I know some of these swinging dicks around here that build neighborhoods, and they just, I'm like, yeah, well, you play with little bitty fucking matchstick toys compared to what they have. They literally grade nations and then just throw humans there, and then however the fuck they want to create a culture, they create it. It's just like they're conditioning a generation to slowly eat shit. Yeah, that's what the unicorn poop is. And when you key in eat unicorn shit in gematria, in satanic gematria, it's 666, along with thousands of other phrases that are 666 because everything's been hexed. Everybody. Jax right there, look. Jax, that is the symbol. Same as Coca-Cola, they got the little red circle symbol. That's the sun symbol. That's the sun dawning on a new day, is what they would say in their little brotherhood. It's the dawning of a new era. What would Brock say? I can't remember. He said the same thing when Adolf said. They all say the same shit. Doesn't matter. You can go to the damn park right over here, Battlefield, the Civil War shit, and every seal that's on a monument. Just go Google seals right now. I'll keep you busy. Google seals and you'll see mountains. You'll see two mountains in the background, and then you'll see a sun shining coming from the east, and that's what it is. That's the brothers of towardness. That's the motherfuckers you do not want to fuck with, that I do. You know, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to show you what the fuck they're doing, because it's the same shit in any town. It's all hexed and fucking chemicals and everything. Alright, well, now we're going to go to the epicenter down at one point in time, but I'm sure you can go to any fucking town where y'all live too and be like, yeah, there was nothing there either. Yeah, well, it's funny how it all overpopulated at the same time. With the same brands and the same shit, same clinics now everywhere. You know, we got to have those. You know why? And look, Marshalls, there's Mars. Mars, Halls, and actually when you see the word Halls, that means dicks. Yeah. Ross, anyways, Hobby Lobby, they're not no Christian group. But I'm going to show you something here in a minute. We're going to go over here to Wally Mart, Wally World. And I'm going to show you. And you see, you like how everything's designed now with the bin. Do y'all know what a bin is? Y'all know you studied, man. Come on. I'm a dummy. I'm just a fuck up alcoholic. I'm throwing all kinds of shit out there. I'm sure some of y'all are going, damn, I don't even know how to type so fast. And he's throwing so much shit out there. And look, what do we have again? Blue. Some more blue because of Walmart, man. We got blue. It's because it's Saturn. And here, what we're going to do is I'm going to go right here. Yeah, everybody's afraid to get out. It's raining. Okay, so what we're going to do is pull around this way. Give me just a second here. I'll keep you on me. But the blue, it's Saturn. And it has to do with the magnetic field, the toroidal field too. Blue and red, positive and negative, male and female ends. All right, let me go out here and see it. You know how people pull up and they have signs that says, you know, dogs for sale and shit. I thought about bringing some huge stones that people can't run off with and be like, you're fucking crazy, I'm taking these and throwing them in the ditch. And coming out here and being like, prove this ain't melted. You get $10. And there's enough broke dicks that they'd do it. Do you see the Walmart symbol right there? Okay, that symbol is, you can get it in, that's a cube or a hexagon, hexagram. You can get all the symbols within it, but that blue represents Saturn. Okay, in the middle of that is called a hexagon. Dang. All right, that right there, there's a church. See the steeple? straight ahead right here. Right there. Let me zoom in on it. Right there. Okay, that church is designed hexagonal. So if you took that physical church right there and picked it up, you could put it right inside of Saturn's symbol. And then, not only that, you got Taco Bell right here, which is right there with their fucking, if you'll pay attention to the bell, it's a 6 and a snake eye and scales and shit. Well, there's one there in the front and the side for 666. And then you've got Fazoli's with their Ben shit too right here. So you got the motherfucker surrounded, man. You got it surrounded right here. Now I want to ask you a question. I just want to ask you, do you really think that all that is coincidental? No. See, this is the same design that they have in all towns. And until you take control over all the fucking energy here, look at all these dummies. They have no idea what they're doing. They are fucking building this thing bigger, man. They are, the more fake shit money they get, the more they pump into the motherfucking system and build it. And they have no idea the collision course that they're headed to. They have no idea that they've been given shit, distractions, only to make it worse for them when they do decide to shut the motherfucker down. They depend on resources from out of town, right? Yes. Well, what happens whenever fucking a hidden threat's popping off shit left and right and nobody can get no resources anywhere? Well, there goes your snacks. There goes the milk. There goes the bread. There goes all the fucking bullshit. And then all those people with all swollen up from those chemicals. Boy, you think addicts and alcoholics have a hard fucking time. Let me tell you something about food. That's on another level. The whole fucking body is 10 times worse, depending on how big you are too. Trust me, I know how it feels. I was right at 260 the first year into all this. And at 6 months is when I really cut everything. And man, that shit was rough. But my experience of being locked up got me ready for that. And this. So their system to control us actually backfired. And that's a whole nother video. But that's my whole point, is it doesn't matter what town you go to, this is the same setup. It doesn't matter. Every town right now has the same dumb swinging dicks walking in and out of that fucking store with the same bags. They depend on that store alone for the shit in their house. Now, what the fuck are they going to do when that store can't get shit because of hidden threats and viruses and everything else? They're going to fucking die. This is a very serious video now. And see, a lot of me wants it to happen, but it won't. It'll just slowly happen. I know it will. It'll just be slow. Just like how it is. It's just, if you look at the nation, it's like an alcoholic. You can see it going into a head-on collision with death and destruction. People can't see it until you've actually done an inventory on your whole life and look at who you are. You'll never do it. You'll never see it. And that's why the people floating around. I mean, people get in touch with me and they're like, dude, Matt, you're right. You ought to see how crazy people are when they're telling me, don't listen to him. And they'll talk about their careers and their churches, just like you say. And they won't even listen to you. And it's crazy because some of them are like, Matt said everything that you're telling me, he said you would say that. He just doesn't have Jesus. No, they're like, dude, it's crazy how you're so right. And it's like, it's not that I'm right. I know the brain and I know the program. And you do too. You should be catching on by now, watching enough of my shit, which ain't mine. A group, an army built this. And you're just reaping the benefits of what an army built through their ignorance, because most of them won't even fucking listen either. They ain't got it. I mean, this is Matrix shit, man. It is. People listen, it is. I ain't even wasting my energy no more talking about don't listen to people. Fuck them. They don't see shit except them own fucking selves. And that's where we are. But that's my whole point is these fucking churches were built, whether you like it or not, around the brands coming to town, so the energy can eventually all be one, just like I told you about all plant life, animal life, all have a being in each one. Well, now this satanic fucking Ahrimanic being is one. You know, people come at you, man. Matt, we gotta have our supplies. It's like, yeah, but what's the last 4 letters in supplies? Lies? Oh, I love being fucking right. And see, and I hate saying that because one thing I do know is whenever I was in WCW Power Plant in Atlanta, yeah, the Sarge trained me, like that trained Goldberg, Steiner Brothers, and all of them. I got hurt. It's a good thing, though. So I was taught before I really got to start running the ropes and the ring and shit, how to be a bad guy. We had to go film each other and film yourself and create a character, you know, get in front of a fucking camera and crew and lights and all that shit to practice. So I know what it takes to be a bad guy, and I know what it takes to build something up, you know. And truthfully, I'm going to have to start doing that kind of shit again. You know, having my damn wrestling belt and shit, because that's what the dumb Ahrimanic mind only sees is fucking fun time. Wait, what's he saying? He's fucking stupid. He's stupid. We watch at least 6 hours a day of Gadget. I at least look at it 6 hours a day, but I'm so fucking dumb that I can't even do the math and see that because I'm fucking having an orgy all day long, man. Hell yeah, man. Bam, it stopped. Oh, what are we going to do? It's like, we're going to sit back and laugh. In Scripture, it says man can live by manna alone. Manna represents the fucking dew coming out of your brain, which is your potassium phosphate. Yes, your cells. It's the salts you don't know anything about. And that's the thing is all these people have been conditioned to eat meat, even though it ain't even real. You know, the days of fresh, clean shit's gone. It's gone. Ain't no fucking letting animals live a life no more and then, you know, consuming what you fed it its entire life and it fucking ate good and all that carbon and everything you're gonna get from that you compost into the dead bodies and all that. See, people don't know that. You know how much carbon is in a fucking carcass? And we just drive right by them. If you know that shit in school, you can compost it, you'd be dragging them corpses to the fucking house. Listen, your shit would be growing on another level. Listen, my experience goes all the way. When I had to do community service, I was at an animal shelter. And they burn animals, you know. And listen, I remember there were people, hey, I caught this cat. I just want you to find a good home for it. Sure, we'll find a good home. Dead. And anyways, you would, you know, there'd be fucking 20 animals at the end of the day. And at night, that vet would come in there and turn that incinerator on. And then we'd throw them in there. And probably by the next day, 24 hours, I think, it'd be good and ashy. And then we would clean the ashes. We'd clean it out and put it in buckets. And I was, you know, because they'd be sitting them to the side. And I'm like, what the fuck are they doing out there? Old timers come by and pick them up. I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, they use all them ashes and use them for their garden. I was like, God almighty. So when we get into the salts, years down the road, you read in the fucking book, it said, yeah, dissecting the remains of cremated remains, you find all 12 cell salts, minerals left in the burnt remains. They're still in there. No shit. So if they're still in there, then you still use it. Okay? The average person that dies now ain't got none in there. It ain't nothing. They've been eating chemicals and shit. They're nothing. So their ashes and their cremated remains wouldn't do nothing. Alright, I hated doing this video like this, but I just wanted to show you, you know, listen, I can go to every fucking brand. Title Max is blue, red down there, you know, and Enterprise, that whole E with it sideways is everything. Listen, I know y'all have studied too, and you know, you're not a dummy. You're not stupid, but it's time to start seeing it for what it really is, like applying it. Because see, you can forget about who you are and then slowly go and slowly morph back into this fucking disgusting Ahrimanic system of ignorance. You can. Trust me, I have. I felt it. The only thing I'm good at right now is playing golf, and that's the only thing I can do without losing my mind. And truthfully, I didn't think I was going to be all right, and I am. And I'm going to tell you right now, clipping that fucking ball feels good. Learning, and like, because I mean, I'm athletic, and at my age, everybody's like, damn. And listen, this fucking year, if it's not in flames, I'm going to win the golf championship. I'm going to beat the motherfuckers that are good. Oh, and that's the thing is say I got hurt and I can't really train like I want to, so we're shifting it to golf. My bad, I ain't done a video on that either. But, you know, I'll start doing videos out there on the golf course, because look, I'll put my damn belt, even losing, I don't give a fuck, put belts all around it, championship belts, because the other day they was like, is that a WE belt? And I was like, yep, it's a tag team championship belt Thursday nights. I said, I'll have the championship belt out here sooner or later, wrap it around it and let that motherfucker be shining to where they're like, Mike, do you think you could get Matt to get his belts off of the golf cart? Because every time he's driving around from hole to hole and we're in our backswing, it's fucking shining. He's got it shining so bright, because he don't even win. And it's like, he's winning for you bitching. See, the people can't win against us, you know, and that's my whole point is when you fucking act like that, and then people look. But I mean, listen, there's some dudes, some older dudes out there that can play lights out, and they've seen me. I've had some pointers, and some of them, you know, that are affiliated with some heavy fucking schools around here, like coaching, come up and they're like, hey, because they see me out there by myself, and during at times that people shouldn't, they don't give a fuck, they're not there. It's because I, you know, while I'm here, I'm gonna learn something, because I mean, you got to do something to grab other people's attention, you know. And I don't drink, you know. It's like the other day one of them's like, you know, that old man's probably worth $80 million. He's smoking them $20 cigars like crazy, and I wanted to be like, motherfucker, you know how much these cigars are I'm smoking out here? Probably 30. That's the whole point, is you got to show the humility and just be like, really? Wow, that's a lot of money. You know, they hit my shit, and either they're going to play lights out or they're going to play lights out. Like literally, lights out all over the fucking place. Symbols in your society. The resources will shut down. Eventually, they'll dwindle them down through bullshit, you know, scenarios in the cities and racism, and you know, it's crazy. It's fucked up. If they stopped talking about racism, listen, this is what's fucked up. If they just stopped talking about it on the news, half of it would go away. And see, that's the trick with the Illuminati and these fake fucking entities. They know that the power of repetition is there, and the more you talk about something, then the more you fucking create a racist little Arymonic being that don't even know they're a Nazi racist. But look, it's insane. And their only existence depends on a fucking gadget to tell them what to do. And if that stops, just think about that. Fuck the resources. You need to think about how consumed children are with technology, and adults too. And you need to think about it. Not one of them have any backup plan whatsoever if that shit stops. Not one fucking backup plan. Not one of them has any puzzles anymore, nothing. They ain't got shit. They're in there fucking off on that shit. Hey, I ain't got a care in the world. And truthfully, they're just sitting in there swelling up more. And then they go to the doctor, and then that motherfucker tells them, you know, well, you got something, and you're born with this. And they're so dumb that they can't even fucking see that they've done it their whole life. That's how stupid that these people are. They know deep down what the fuck they're doing, but they just, that Arymonic spirit slowly consumes that thought and throws it out the window, and then finishes destroying. The whole job of Ahriman is to destroy the cavity, the mind, all of it. The spiritual, the mental, the emotional, every bit of it is to keep it paralyzed and keep it crippled. And fear, poverty, doesn't matter if you got money, your thoughts are poor. See, we're all about the unseen. We love this fucking world though, don't we? I like watching this entity do what it's doing, what it's done. It's like, fuck. Yesterday I was looking at some shit and I was just like, damn. It's insane, and these people are just so blind. Just, they have no idea. I mean, just throw some shit out by the curb, some trash. You'll see motherfuckers will pull up and go through it. Let's see if I need that in there. One man's treasures and one man's trash, another man's treasure. I'm just saying, fuck. Have a fucking a yard sale. You'll find them come out of the woodwork, buddy. They'll be there at 6:30 in the morning. Professional. We gotta go look at shit. You know, and it's. I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying that entity is created. The same way they're seeking shit like that is the same way you need to be seeking above. Is what they need to be doing. All right, I gotta go. I love you.